Having put your dream of emigrating on hold decades earlier, you're now determined to finally get the life you want. But if your children are set on staying in the UK, how do you persuade them to give up everything at home and follow you to the other side of the world? Suki Chahal's already been cheated of a life down under.
I was meant to have gone when I was about 14. Never happened, and it's never gone out of my head ever since.
Recently devastated by losing her husband and brother, she's desperate to reignite the dream.
I just feel that, yeah, the three of us, me, Aaron and Priya, could just do with a fresh start.
But when getting her children on board proves tougher than expected...
She really wants to make this work, but it's just not suiting me and my sister.
The dream of a brighter future in Australia could be over before it's begun. The most isolated and remote of the world's 7 continents, Australia's also the least populated. And with extraordinary scenery and a temperate climate, it's not hard to understand why over 1 million British residents have made it their home in the past 40 years. Having survived the heartache of losing her husband and brother in quick succession, Suki Chahal is determined to put the past behind her and resurrect her lifelong dream of emigrating to Australia. Now she has just 1 week to convince son Aaron and daughter Priya to uproot their lives in the UK and start again over 10,000 miles from home. The week begins with more than 20 hours in the air, flying from London to Melbourne, and the distance from home is already sinking in.
It's not until you get onto the second flight when you realise actually how far Australia is. Midland, are we?
Even so, Suki's delighted to be on Australian soil for the first time.
I said to these two, as soon as we landed, it's as if we're home.
Priya and Aaron know what's at stake in the week ahead.
I think me and Aaron do feel a little bit under pressure because we know how much it means to my mum.
It's one of the dreams, and we just have to see if we can fulfil the dream.
But Suki's under no illusion about the task in hand.
I do think I've got my work cut out this week to try and get both of them to vote for Australia.
Where the Chahals spend the rest of their lives depends on what happens in the next 7 days. Back in the UK, the Chahal family are mum Suki, daughter Priya, who's 21, and 19-year-old son Aaron. They're from Tipton near Birmingham. Suki's dreamt of living in Australia ever since family plans to emigrate there were cancelled.
I was meant to have gone when I was about 14. Never happened, and it's never gone out of my head ever since.
When she married at 19, the idea of emigrating was still strong, but Suki's husband didn't share the dream.
He never wanted to go to Australia, so he'd say it's too far.
Instead, the couple opened a shop in Birmingham, and Suki focused on bringing up their 2 children. But the past 2 years has seen life change dramatically, with Suki's husband and brother passing away within months of each other. Priya and Aaron have been devastated by their loss.
It's really hit them quite deep. My brother was very, very close to them, and so for them it's like losing 2 dads in 18 months.
It changes your world massively, so it's hard. It never goes away. It's always there.
It's been hard for all of us, really.
Realising how fragile life can be, Suki's determined to make the most of the future.
That taught me that life is too short. I just feel that, yeah, the three of us, me, Aaron and Priya, could just do with a fresh start.
So she's resurrected her decades-long dream of a life down under.
I just think this is a chance now. This is my opportunity to go.
For both Aaron and Priya, Mum's vision is no surprise.
I've known about my mum's Australian dream for a long time now.
My mum mentions Australia nearly every day.
Whenever I talk about Australia to Priya and Aaron, they just tell me to be quiet. It's like, oh, let's change the subject.
Australia is a constant.
But desperate for a fresh start and disillusioned with life in the UK, Suki's convinced Australia will help them get more from life.
We do nothing at the moment together because I work quite a long hours and I work literally 7 days, so I'm just in and out the house all the time. Just spending an hour in the evening with each other, I don't think that's enough really. It's not the life I really want, so while they're still living at home and under my wing, I'd still like to spend a bit more time with them.
For Suki, it's the perfect time to go.
Priya's towards her end of her education. Aaron is now at his last stage, where he'll be looking for universities. I want him to have that international opportunity as well.
All she needs to do now is get Priya and Aaron on board.
I don't really like change as much. I'm kind of scared, kind of cautious about leaving family behind.
I don't see family every day, but knowing that they're only down the road is a big difference to 24 hours away.
The children are open to a trial week, but will need a lot of convincing to make the move permanently.
I can't see myself making a life in Australia just yet, until I know properly what work and home life would be like.
I just need to see what it's like out there before I can make a decision on how I feel at this moment in time.
The whole family are only too aware of the challenge ahead.
I have a week to prove to Aaron and Priya what sort of life they can have, what they can achieve.
I do feel like I'm under a bit of pressure just to keep my mum happy.
If my mum does like Australia, me and Aaron don't, the situation is we don't go.
Suki's determined to make her children see their life could be better on the other side of the world. But if she can't, her dream could be shelved all over again.
As much as I'd love to say, yes, I'm just going to go to Australia, it doesn't matter what they say, no, I don't think that could happen. They've lost one parent already and I don't think I'd leave them behind. It's definitely now or never. I'm just hoping it goes in my favour.
The Chahals are spending their trial week in Melbourne, capital of Victoria on Australia's south coast. The city plays host to almost 1 million international visitors each year. The family's temporary base is this modern bungalow on the saltwater coast.
Not bad. This is nice. Yeah. Oh, it's the kitchen. Oh, it's the kitchen, diner and living room all in one.
That's the open-plan living the country favours. Outdoors, the garden's not quite up to scratch.
It's really small, isn't it?
It's fake grass as well. The garden's not very nice. This house, it wouldn't make me want to move to Australia. It's not up to what I want.
They've only just arrived, but Suki's dream's already on shaky ground.
There's more to come.
Let's just see.
We'll see how it goes.
Things will need to improve in the week ahead if she's ever to convince Aaron and Priya to make the move. Back in the UK, the Chahal family moved into their 4-bedroom new build in Birmingham a year ago.
Hi!
Suki's pleased with her choice.
I'm actually happy with my home in the UK. If I could just pick it up and go. Obviously, you're not going to downsize or go for less than what we've already got here. I do like the open space in the Australian homes though. I do like the way their layouts are. So something to the same standard in Australia would be nice.
They've a budget of £300,000 for a property in Australia, but it will have to impress if Priya and Aaron are to agree to a move.
When you're there, you want to feel like you're at home. You don't want to feel like you're just on holiday.
It needs to be right for us.
Finding the right home down under could be key in Suki's quest to convince her children to follow her dream. To give them an idea of what's available in Melbourne, we'll show the family 2 houses on budget and one which could be their dream home. First stop of the day is Keilor Downs, an established suburb 10 miles north of Melbourne. After a tentative start to the week, can this modern 3-bedroom townhouse get things back on track?
Oh my God, is it this one?
Where? Oh, it's
This one here? This one's massive.
This is nice.
Oh, this is a nice house.
Sounds promising. The living area has a familiar feel.
I like this. This is our colour theme. This is our house.
This is what it's like back at home.
This kitchen's really nice. I changed the cupboards, that's all.
This is your domain anyway, so...
Yeah.
No, I like this.
And mine if she's not here.
So far, so good. The positive vibe continues upstairs.
Oh, wow.
Ah, it's a nice bedroom.
This is really nice.
This is my room.
Yeah.
I like this.
The other bedrooms aren't quite as impressive.
Smaller than yours? Yours is bigger.
Yeah,
than
mine's
this.
actually bigger than this.
Oh, kids' room.
Oh,
yeah.
it's the baby's room. It's too small for any of us to have it, isn't it?
Yeah.
The family bathroom goes down well.
Wow, it's a
nice
nice
size.
bathroom.
But something's missing.
It's a bit weird though how the toilets are not in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you
There's no
think?
toilet.
That's where the toilet is. They have it all separate.
See, I don't like that.
That's that arrangement down the pan.
I prefer it how it is in the UK.
The outdoor area's a bit short on space.
It's a nice garden. Small though.
It's nice, but no.
It's too small.
A bit too cramped.
Overall, the house has evoked mixed reactions.
I like it, but it's not big enough for us.
But
But if the price falls within their £300,000 budget, could it turn things around?
I reckon it's about 325.
I reckon it's around 300 to 325.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the same as well. 330.
Should we have a look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Surprising.
272.
That is good.
That's £28,000 under budget.
I thought it was made more
Yeah.
than that. The standard of the house, I thought it would have been a lot more.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm happy with that.
Yep.
Let's see what the second property's got to offer. Yeah.
House hunting is off to a good start for Suki. The next stop is Craigieburn, 20 miles north of central Melbourne. Property here offers good value for money. This 4-bedroom house should have the space the family need. But what will first impressions be?
Yeah, look at it. It's nice.
It looks big.
This is
Oh,
nice.
this is nice.
Yeah, this is nice.
Wow,
A bit more
this
modern.
is really nice.
Yeah.
Spacious.
It's a lot better than the one last one we've
Yeah.
seen. Even though it does feel open already as you walk
Yeah.
in.
Just through the door and they're already impressed.
Open plan kitchen,
Kitchen
diner.
and diner, yeah.
It's good space actually.
Just feels a bit more homelier.
The bedrooms strike a positive note.
This is more what we were looking for, yeah. Wardrobe's quite spacious.
So's the ensuite.
It's got 2 sinks.
This is
This is
nice.
cool.
This is a good one. Double bed.
I wouldn't mind having this one. This
Yeah,
This would be good for you because it's
isn't it?
bigger than what you've got back at home.
Aaron and Priya could be coming round.
It's a nice little short staircase.
Yeah.
Like it's not too big.
But once again, the family bathroom hits a bum note.
problem is the toilet as well.
What's the problem with separate toilet?
I don't know, we're just
it's
we're
weird,
used to
isn't it?
having a toilet in there.
Old habits die hard, Mum. The outdoor area's more pleasing.
This is nice. I like this. It's all
Oh,
nice.
this is
nice.
beautiful.
This is what I like.
The only thing it's lacking is a pool, but
The property is practically perfect, but is it somewhere they can afford with their £300,000 budget?
This is going to be out of our range. Yeah.
I'm thinking 325 to 350.
I say 375.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's double the house.
That is a lot.
Double the house.
Should we have a look?
Go on.
Okay.
It's £1,000 under budget.
That is good.
299.
That's
Wow.
Oh, 299 is doable.
That is good.
That's good.
Really good.
Yeah. Happy.
With things continuing on a positive note, we found what we think could be the Chahal's dream home. It's in the suburb of Point Cook, just a half-hour commute south of Melbourne. Will this modern 4-bedroom home be to the family's taste?
This is really nice. Oh, this is nice. Look at the
This is
size of the door. For a start, it's quite big.
It's quite big.
Quite
it
big
looks-
and airy. Oh, wow.
It's breathtaking.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't know what, I don't know what to say.
Looks like they're lost for words.
It's big.
It's nice
is-
and
You've got a
open.
double kitchen here.
Right, another mini kitchen. This one's actually got me.
A living area upstairs impresses too.
Wow. This is good.
This is nice.
I like the idea of having the lounge upstairs as well.
Yeah, I think it's
I do
good.
like this.
But on second thoughts...
I wouldn't want you up here watching telly all day.
OK, Mum. Aaron's got his eye on one of the bedrooms.
I'll probably have this one.
Really?
It's a master.
For a master.
The walk-in wardrobe divides opinion.
Wow, this is big.
Yeah, that's big. This is a bit too much space.
No, it's not.
No, it's not too much.
It's not, you know.
It's what we need.
The ensuite's a different matter, though.
This is really big.
I think it's too big for me, yeah.
The family bathroom raises the same old argument.
There's just no toilet in here again.
Yeah.
Why would you want to... I can't understand what this is.
Because why isn't the
toilet as well? It's just not right. You can do all your business in one room. Another room.
Bedroom number 2.
Aaron can't seem to make up his mind about the bedrooms.
Probably work for me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Work for both of us,
It
to be
would work.
honest.
I would have this bedroom. It's bedroom number 4, this is.
I can see myself being in here, to be honest.
That's got to be a good sign, Suki.
This is what I need.
The outside entertaining area's a big hit.
Oh, look at this. Yeah. This is like our version of a conservatory.
Wow.
It's nice.
This garden's still big, isn't it?
This is a good outdoor living space.
You could definitely have barbecues out
Yeah.
here.
This property has impressed, but...
It's nice, but it's too big for 3 of us.
And with £300,000 to spend, would the family be able to afford the dream house?
I think it's about 420. How much
I
do you
reckon about between 375 and 390.
Should we find out the price then?
Yeah.
Go on,
So
then,
let-
go for it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Wow, you's dead on.
Yeah.
420.
Dead on.
At 40% over budget, it's out of reach for now unless the Chahals can considerably up their earnings down under. The family's property hunt has been enlightening. Property 1 was under budget but lacked the space they needed in the bedrooms. The second property was an all-round hit and at a price they could afford. Although the final property did have the wow factor, they felt it was too big for their needs and their budget. So when it comes to houses down under, will it be home or away?
After a busy day looking at Australian property, we're going to vote.
We haven't found a perfect one.
I'm happy anyway with what I saw.
It's just a step-by-step process. Let's just see how the end of the week goes.
Right. I suppose that's okay. It's better than none.
Yeah.
With both Aaron and Priya undecided about Aussie homes, Suki's first day ends with a blow, but there's still some way to go. Spending more time together after the pain of losing loved ones is high on Suki's agenda, something her job doesn't allow for back home.
In the UK, I work 3 days a week as a beauty therapist. They are quite long days, so I'm out early and back late. In Australia, I would like to do more days, but cut the hours down so we can just do a bit more together and spend a bit more time than just that 1 hour in the evening that we get now.
Suki currently earns around £10,000 a year from her job, with an additional income of £12,000 from rental property.
It's really important for me to get the right wage in Australia because if I am the main breadwinner, we need to know it's going to work out there.
To find out what her options might be in Melbourne, we've arranged for Suki to visit a hair and beauty salon. Owner Mario gives her an insight into working in the beauty industry down under.
The minimum requirement, for example, is you need Certificate 3 or the equivalent.
Yeah.
You need to have the right skill set, so some business background, and you also need to be trained in the latest techniques and the latest equipment we have.
Suki satisfies most of the criteria, but she would have to brush up her skills in some of the newer procedures.
You can get trained up pretty quickly. It may also be provided as part of the your employment contract with the employer.
Okay.
So upskilling would be easy, but could a role down under mean more time at home?
Well, typically the average working week's 38 hours, and you'll work no more than one late night and either the Saturday or the Sunday.
That's better than the UK. Yeah.
So what about the all-important question of salary?
It's a minimum requirement by the Department of Immigration to pay you a set amount, and that equates to £28,500.
That's almost 3 times what Suki currently earns.
I'm really happy to hear that.
But what would her chances be of getting a job in a place like this?
Well, at the moment, we don't have a vacancy, and we've also hit our limit with the number of people we're allowed to sponsor.
Yeah.
Disappointing news, but...
As far as your prospects are concerned, there's definitely a skill shortage in Australia for qualified beauty therapists and salon managers. My recommendation is you sit down with a qualified migration agent and talk you through all the different options.
That's put some of Suki's concerns to rest. Meanwhile, across town, Priya's finding out about her job prospects down under. Back home, she's just finished training to be a primary school teacher. Work placements in UK schools have proved stressful, and she's keen to see if Australia could offer a better experience. To find out, she's visiting an independent school in Melbourne, where she's met by Principal Jean Shaw and Vice Principal Sophie Fenton.
Come with me and we'll show you around. We have our invitation for our kids in terms of learning experiences.
Okay. First, Priya gets to see things in action.
We have our grade 3s working in this classroom at the moment.
The school boasts a unique teaching method.
If you come and you sit down on a couch, you sit on the floor, you maybe go and sit at a desk by choice, you are relaxed, and when you are relaxed, your mind is open to learning.
Yeah. It's very different from what Priya has experienced so far in the UK.
From when I first started to now, the stress levels in teaching are very, very high.
At Sandridge School, we work towards giving teachers a space to be creative and to have their own way to drive a teaching and learning environment.
I think what's very impressive about you is that you are very aware of how things could be better.
Yeah.
The children need people who get it.
So would Priya's 3-year UK training be enough to get her a teaching job down under?
You'd have about another year of work experience and training that you would do here with support, and then that you'd be qualified to be a teacher in Australia.
Very encouraging. So what could she expect to earn?
So as a first-year teacher, you would be earning about £30,000 a year in your first year, and then obviously the salary goes up each year as your experience increases.
Wow, that salary is really good compared to the UK. Do you think I could work in a school like yours?
I would be quite confident to give you a trial.
It's been an inspiring afternoon for Priya.
That was helpful. It probably has made me think twice now, a bit more, about moving over here.
So has what they've discovered today been enough to persuade Suki and Priya to choose work in Australia over the UK?
After a nervous but enjoyable workday, it's now time to vote. Indecisive.
Why?
Because everything's good, but I just don't think I'm ready to move yet.
I think you've come negatively and you're thinking negative. You're not going to stay positive.
How? When I come, I wasn't even going to come at all or stay at all. Now I'm saying at least 2-3 years. I am thinking about it, I'm just not ready yet.
Priya's second vote for the UK is another setback for Mum's dream. Suki has been reassured by work prospects, but with Priya refusing to rush into a career down under, where the family's future lies, looks far from certain. Believing the move would help give them all a fresh start after traumatic times. Will a day experiencing Australia's lifestyle help steer Suki's dream in the right direction? The family start the day with a stroll through Melbourne's trendy urban area. Next up, a trip to Victoria Market. It's been a popular attraction in Melbourne for more than a century, and at around 17 acres is the largest open-air market in the Southern Hemisphere. Days out like this don't happen often back home.
I think it's really nice that we're all out together. It's something we wouldn't do in the UK. So yeah, I think it's good for all of us.
As the family enjoy a picnic in one of the nearby parks, Suki seizes the opportunity for a bit of hard sell.
nice that we've had the chance to do this. We can see ourselves doing more of this out here in Australia. I think you can make it work here. Here I wouldn't have to work weekends all the time.
But it doesn't seem to be having the desired effect.
And if you're actually listening to what I'm saying?
No.
No?
No. Can you just stop talking about it for like 2 minutes? Please.
Suki's getting frustrated.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed in the way they're reacting.
I think my mum feels a bit, I don't want to say annoyed, a bit agitated, because she really wants to make this work, but it's just not suiting me and my sister.
I can't actually understand why it's so urgent to move now. Maybe in like 3-4 years' time, but not yet.
Sometimes I do feel Aaron and Priya are not taking this serious.
I think we are taking it seriously. It's just the fact that I think my mum's got Australia in her head too much.
The last 2 years in the UK have been really, really hard for us, for all three of us. But that should be a wake-up call to them, to Aaron and Priya, to say, look, life is too short.
If my mum can't move to Australia, she will be disappointed because she does want a new start.
It's quite upsetting knowing that I'm trying to give them a good life in Australia, that it's less stressful. It's not relaxed in the UK, and that will never change. So I can't understand why they've been so selfish and not trying to change it themselves.
It's been a day of highs and lows for Suki. So when it comes to lifestyle, has it done anything to sway Aaron and Priya around to her way of thinking?
So now it's time to vote. So why did you vote undecided?
I'm not sure. I think it's just the fact that Melbourne, it just seems like England.
I really don't think it's anything like England.
There's not a massive change.
Well, in my eyes it is.
I think you're just never going to get off it, are you? Until you're here.
That's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. If you can't understand, I'm trying to give you a better future.
With both her children still undecided about a move, perhaps a glimpse into student life down under could help persuade Aaron Oz could be an option. We've arranged for the family to visit Melbourne Institute of Technology. Ranked in the top 15 universities in Australia, it boasts a strong international student presence. They're met by Associate Professor Jonathan Boymel.
Hello. Hi, welcome to RMIT University.
Yes.
We have 12,000 students studying here, and they're studying everything from diplomas, bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, all the way through to PhDs. It's not the traditional chalk and talk with the lecturer standing up front. It really is designed for students to interact and learn from each other.
So I'm interested in doing a business degree. Why would this university be the best place to do that?
Sure. Well, we offer a range of undergraduate degrees in areas as diverse as marketing, management, international business. So all of our programs have work-integrated learning activities, so you're ready for life and work when you graduate.
Next, Jonathan introduces Aaron to a couple of undergraduates. Aaron's keen to know how being a student here might help shape his future.
Is this university the place to think about being an entrepreneur or anything along running your own business? Is it good for that?
It is. I find it's fantastic, especially when you do study business. They offer all these opportunities where you can be in a team or by yourself.
Sounds like the perfect place to learn.
I honestly wouldn't have wanted to study anywhere else for business. This is probably the best university for it.
It's been fantastic.
Strong endorsements. But is it enough to convince Aaron to move to the other side of the world?
Today gave me a bit of a sense that I could study here, but it might have to take me a bit more to get me influenced in moving to Australia.
That's not really what Mum was hoping to hear.
So it's just something.
You don't think there's more options here then?
As I said, I'm not sure at the moment.
You got to think about it.
I've got to think a lot about it.
Okay.
With both children still sitting on the fence, Suki's hopes of a new life for the family could be slipping away. But if the figures prove positive, could she still win them round? Getting the right price for her home in the UK would be a good start. Suki thinks it's worth £230,000. We sent 2 local estate agents round to see if she's right.
Oh, well, the house looks different.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really nice modern hallway, really good first impression.
Nice family lounge, good space.
Looks big.
It's empty though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does look empty.
But it looks nice.
Small garden, nice patio area, but not very much grass area.
What? That's quite big grass there.
Conservatory, that?
Yeah, I think that's a bit cheeky. There's a lot of grass there.
A really nice open plan kitchen, really good size, fresh, modern. Okay, the main master bedroom, bit on the small side, which may deter some buyers, does have the ensuite just to the side.
Your room looks tiny.
It does look small.
Standard house bathroom would be better if it had a shower, but nice tiling.
In today's market, I would put the property on the market for $230,000. If the vendors were looking for a quick sale, I'd put the property on the market for $220,000.
I would value this house at £220,000. For a quick sale, I would put it on the market at $212,500.
He doesn't know what he's on about, I'm sorry.
If the owners wanted to rent the property, I would suggest a monthly rental of £850 per calendar month.
That's good.
Rental's good.
Yeah, that is good.
It's not about a bog standard house.
Yeah.
It's upgraded now. I don't think they've done that right.
With mixed reactions to the valuations, it's now time for the family to examine the everyday cost of living. We've provided a comparison between the UK and Australia. First up is the weekly shopping bill.
Bread
Is 108.
in the Australia.
Yeah, in Australia.
Lettuce,
Which is 118 in Australia.
180.
double. Cucumber,
75 in
Cheaper.
Australia, which is good, that's cheap.
cans of pop.
We're gonna have the shock of our lives, 619 in Australia.
619.
Total.
That gives you a total of £78.09.
That's an extra £22 a week on food alone.
It's quite a lot more than what I was expecting.
Back in the UK, the Chahals are mortgage-free. Basing their sums on the second property they saw, a home down under would cost them £360 a month. And then there's the other household bills.
So gas is 35 in the UK.
35.
And it is 66 in Australia.
66.
So everything seems to be double. in
Double,
Australia.
yeah.
Let's hope the wages cover this now.
Suki's getting worried, but suddenly things start to look up.
Car insurance and MOT is 328 in the UK.
28.
And it's only actually 70 in
What?
Australia.
£258 we're saving. So if you look at that, how can you say that's probably levelled it out straight away? I was having a bit of a panic at the beginning. Yeah, maybe it's okay.
So factoring in the rest of the household bills,
Okay, £365 worse off in Australia, but then it depends on wage. My wages are double here
Double,
for
so
the
yeah.
same amount of hours.
Yeah.
More than double actually.
So it could work.
taking their Australian earnings into account, the result's more positive.
£371 better off.
£371 better off a month in Australia.
That's £4,452.
Write that down.
That's almost £4,500 a year. Mum's waiting for the cheers.
No reaction of you two. London, what do you think? That is really good.
I don't know.
That's telling you can have a better lifestyle here. It's more doable here than it is in the UK. Because I have, what life do we have? I'm just scraping it with my wages then.
It's better, but it's not a huge amount. It's a
nearly
lot.
£400 more,
I know,
yeah.
But it's not a huge amount to think of moving, like.
Yeah, it's not a huge amount, but it's still enough to enjoy
No. Personally, for me, then I'm coming because I can afford it better.
Yeah, it's good for you. It's good for you.
Let's find out on the vote.
It's not quite the reaction Suki was hoping for. So based on finances, how will Aaron and Priya vote?
After a constructive reality check, it's now time to vote.
Australia!
I thought you were going to say UK.
What made you change your mind?
The money difference. It does make sense to come here. It does.
The figures just show you get a bit more of a cushion here.
I'm actually feeling really happy to hear that you've at least done one Australia vote, so you are thinking about it. Oh, you've made my day. Oh.
For now.
With Aaron and Priya's first vote for Australia, Suki's dream of a new life down under may finally be getting off the starting blocks. But moving halfway around the world will mean breaking close bonds in the UK.
Oh, I'm excited for this moment.
As the family prepare to watch messages from loved ones back home, will the thought of leaving those who have supported them through difficult times put Suki back at square one?
Hi.
Hi, Aaron. Hi, Priya. Hi, Suki.
Hi, Suki.
Hi, Suki.
It's your mum
and dad.
Hi, Suki. Hope you're having a fab time and got all the answers that you were looking for.
I think what my sister's gone through in the last 2 years is actually it has made her stronger. Definitely. She's had to cope on her own a lot.
I think she's amazing. I think she's so strong.
Priya's one of those people that you can go to whenever you need girly advice. She's always there.
Aaron's a really good friend. He's always there for you when you need help. He's just really funny as well.
Aaron's more like a little brother to me. I've got so much love for him. Suki's like a second mother to me. The way she's looked after me, Priya's like a little sister. They're just absolutely wonderful as a family.
Well, my sister's always talked about moving abroad. She deserves her dreams to come true.
I think now she wants to grab life with both hands. It's like she wants to appreciate every single moment for her and the kids and make sure they live a full and happy life.
It's going to be very difficult with the sad situation we're in at the moment. But it's very, very sad, I'm afraid.
It's going to be quite hard, but if he's happy, then it's the right decision.
We will be very, very sad if she decides to make a move.
I think my daughters know that. Yeah. She knows we're going to miss her. She's going to miss as well.
Honestly, I'd miss them like crazy. But I'd be happy in the fact of knowing that they're out there and they're living their lives and they're doing what they need to do. That's probably what would make me and my family, I wish, feel better.
Aaron, I know you've had a rough couple of years recently and it could be a fresh start for you.
But we as friends ultimately would want you to stay here in England.
Aaron, I love you, little bro. Do what makes your heart happy.
Priya, whatever choice you make, we're happy if you're happy.
Suki, we love you to bits and we're so proud of you. Follow your heart. Love you.
I don't want you missing Ishan growing up, and he needs you guys to help him grow up.
Life will be different here now for us as a family, so they will be missed.
Okay, Suki, this is your final decision. I hope you make the right choice, but as a parent, as your dad, I wish you don't go, but at the end of the day, it's your choice, but my thinking is that it's a long way, you shouldn't really go. I'll be happy if you stayed here.
Making me cry now.
I didn't expect that.
Does that change your thoughts? Was it still kept
No.
the same?
It's changed mine.
Yeah, definitely. I don't realise how much people actually feel if you're not here.
What about you?
Just the fact that by the sounds of it, everyone wants us to stay, not go.
Yeah, life moves on. Yeah. Life is different. You have to move on.
Maybe we don't want to move on that quick like that. It's different for you. It's a bit harder for us.
But then you know how hard it is for me as well.
Yeah, I know.
There's so many memories in England, what bring back Dad and obviously your brother, but there's nothing here. There's no memories here.
You can think of them, whatever country you're in.
Yeah. You just have to see how we vote then.
Messages from the UK were a poignant reminder of the close bonds the family share with loved ones back home. Now, the family must face the biggest decision of their lives. With just one vote for Australia from Aaron and Priya so far, could the dream Suki nurtured for nearly 3 decades be about to burn out once and for all? The trial week has left Suki more convinced than ever Australia can offer the fresh start she's desperate for.
I know which way I'm going. I know exactly where my thoughts are.
But which way the children will vote is still very unclear.
My mum's probably got like butterflies in her stomach thinking about the decision, what we're going to do.
At the moment I'm feeling pretty nervous, just because I don't want to disappoint my mum.
I think I know what I'm going to do, but I'll keep my cards close to my chest.
No, I'm going to make a decision which is the best decision. I'm not going to just do it for the sake of it.
It's been a make or break 7 days. So will the final turn of the cards see Suki secure her dream?
After an interesting but exhausting week, it's now time for the final vote.
I'm actually glad that you voted, especially you. You voted hard. I never knew which way she was going to go. Oh, yeah, now I'm happy. I'm really pleased.
Financially, it's better for us. I mean, university as well, that was good. It's better, but I know the family and friends bits are just a bit, I'm going to be a bit stuck on, but
yeah.
Overall, this week has made me think hard about moving.
I'm glad you started to think that way. I'm really relieved. Are you glad that you came?
Yeah, it's good to see it as well.
Yeah.
And it's good for you to see it as well.
Yeah, I need you to see it.
You're in like fairyland, that's why. So, now you've actually seen it as well.
I'm in more fairyland now. I do appreciate it.
It was hard to vote, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I can imagine it was hard. I'm not going to say it was easy for you guys.
It's been an emotional and at times frustrating week for Suki. But with Aaron and Priya now willing to make the move, it looks like her perseverance has finally paid off. Almost 30 years since Suki's Australian dream first surfaced, we hope it won't be too much longer before the Chahals are packing up and on the move. We wish them all a bright and happy future together down under.
Later in Leatherbridge, a life-changing moment for a young member of a religious cult in Doctors at 1:45. And at 3:45, Michael Burke has more royal recipes. Today it's wedding feasts with an Italian flavour here on BBC One. Now burglars and fly tippers caught red-handed. Shocking CCTV clips coming up next.